Then move on to the question on childcare, again in the name of Assembly Member Twycross.
Right. Thanks very much, Fiona. You ask whether the London childcare situation is different or is uniquely difficult, and I think that is absolutely correct. The cost of childcare for children under 2 is 25% more expensive than in the rest of the country. And the DFE has issued launched a London Childcare Fund in recognition of those particular difficulties. And I want particularly to thank Liz Truss, the Minister concerned, who's really taken this up in a big way, and I think totally gets it about childcare. And there is, as you know, funds now coming in specifically for London childcare. I'm not going to pretend to you it's a magic bullet. I'm not going to pretend to you we can solve the problem overnight. But we are well aware of the scale of the problem, and we are working very hard to try to tackle it.
I'm glad to hear that you're working very hard to tackle it. Daycare Trust described the situations 2 years ago as mission impossible for London's family. It doesn't actually feel like it's getting much easier very quickly for them. Daycare Trust surveyed over 400 childcare providers, and 4 of the top 5 policy proposals they backed in tackling the London childcare crisis required you to take action as Mayor of London. So, among other things, they called on you to lobby for a reversal of the tax credit cut, promote family-friendly practice and childcare vouchers, include early years in your education inquiry, and promote a Know Your Rights campaign on childcare, which obviously we've already discussed, Know Your Rights campaign quite a lot today already. Which of these actions have you specifically taken up?
Well, I think from what you said, at least 3 of them. I couldn't say about the reversal of the benefit reforms because as I say, I don't believe that's the right way forward for the country, and indeed nor when it comes to the election does the Labour Party. I think you've got to change the way benefits work in order to encourage people to get into jobs.
But they can't get into jobs if they can't afford the childcare to allow them, and that's one of the reasons that I think we just need to crack.
Of course. And I cannot tell you, how often I have this conversation with people, mothers who want to get back into work. This is I accept that this is a major problem, and that's one of the reasons why we did secure funding from the DFE for schools to be open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. so that somebody can, and these are very often the best places to do this, somebody can look after the kids. And as I say, I'm not going to pretend to you that we in the GLA are able to deliver a one-size-fits-all magic solution to this. We aren't the delivery authority concerned. I don't have any, unfortunately, I have very limited statutory powers over education, let alone childcare.
No, I agree. And actually, one of the suggestions that you didn't take up from Labour in our budget earlier in the month was to launch an investigation into childcare, which would have cost a very small amount to do it. And if you took a lead on this and worked with third sector parties, childcare professionals and civic organisations to assess new models for childcare provision and the potential for devolving powers and finance in relation to childcare from government to yourself, this could actually make a massive difference. So would you look into this further?
I mean, Fiona, as ever, I'm grateful to you for the vote, the effective concealed vote of confidence there.
Actually not. We're looking to the future, you see. We're actually looking to the future. We've given up with you.
You're right in your analysis. It would be a good thing if we were able to take a more strategic lead on this. Obviously, this is something that I think is absolutely crucial.
So will you look into this further?
What is happening at the moment is that Munira Mirza has convened the local authorities concerned, brought Liz Truss in to try and work out a way forward for London. I am more than happy to alert Munira to your your request for a further investigation into
Thank you.
childcare in London.
Thank
and
you.
I see absolutely no reason why that should not be produced. It seems, by the way, it's quite a good subject for an Assembly report.
Yes, we actually did do a report in the in the past. I think there's been a number of reports, so it'd be good if those could all be taken on board as well. Thank
Good.
you.
Well, it might be time for another one.
Thank you.